I am what I am. Okay, so here we are, and Timmy just cashed in our change. Let's see how much we made.
106.
106. That's the change we kept for the year. Just cashed it in. No, not all of it, but we just cashed it in and got $106. All right, let's see how Bruno's doing. How you doing, buddy? Huh? How you doing, bud? Want some water? He's out here checking things out a little bit ago. So, let's give him some water. Ooh, he's hissing. I don't want to reach in there. I'm going to try to get it with this thing. And then I can put some water in it. He's not attacking my stick though. So that's a good thing. I probably could have reached in there. I'm scared. There you go, bud. Give you some water. Won't be long, you'll be out of there. Don't you think? You look a lot better. We'll take you out to the woods and see how you do. Because you only got one shot at this. I let you go and you can't fly. You're going to have to get somewhere safe. So, it's been about a week. I think you should be good. 5 days, 6 days. So we're gonna check it out. Okay, we're at Menards. We got all these rebates we've been saving up. We're gonna go in here and try to get some of the flooring we need for the kitchen and the dining room. So, hopefully they got the sales that we saw the other day. All right, so we got 120 square foot of this tile. That's what we're gonna try to put in the kitchen, right? Just around the island. So we're gonna try to get some order and screw up. All right, so we got all the tile we needed for the kitchen. We didn't get the luxury vinyl. This is just a lot. It was only $180, so we could have got it, but we're gonna get it at a different time, put in the right time. It's not on sale. This will give us enough to do right now and give us a good start. So, whew, free floor. Well, a whole lot of work, huh? So, yeah, it's going to be a lot of work, and we don't know what we're getting into either, because it's an old house, and we could find anything, so, yay. We're at Walmart, getting some stuff. I realized somebody has maybe the Rapture, I don't know, but right here where this car should be, there's an empty pair of shoes. Stop in the middle of nowhere. So apparently you can milk Santa now, and they're bottling it. Hey, so we got some pretty cool stuff. Got all these little round-handed, I think they're leather working and metal working tools. Old fine. This is a Kraft processed American cheese box. Old hand carved wooden hand carved spreader. Somebody might have used that to bait their mice traps out in the barn. Took the cheese and the spreader. Old flu. This funky old, it's all in German. Der Unterbergut. Der Unterbergut. Der Wolfentunkroten original. I think it's a belt for beer. So I think originally you got 20 beers, or it holds 20 beers. The belt's only decorative. There's no latch or anything, which is kind of funny. But somebody might give this as a gag gift in Ireland. There's even a little barcode. See, I think it had 20 fluid beers. I don't know. So it's kind of different. Too bad there wasn't a set of these. These are pretty cool. We bought some of these for our open shelves we're putting in the kitchen when we redo that. But this is a single one. I don't know what you would use it for. Bookends? Something. Old wood climbers. Like the guys who would climb up the poles and trees. And then there's a little spike that goes above it. They'd strap them to their boots and climb up the trees. Some really old hardware. Look at that thing. Could you imagine being the guy that put those in? I think this is like a tire iron for an old Model T. Or something. Maybe a tractor. It's old. It's a key to something. Somebody needs this, I'm sure. Maybe a furnace. I don't know what it went to. So this, you know, in the old barns, the old timber barns, they'd have these hay tractors, trolleys that would go all the way across, and this is the rope that would come down. They would unlatch this, unlatch that, open it up, put it on the bale or bales. They'd hold it, and then they'd pull it, rig it up, and pull it down around to one side or the other. And then I got this old thing. It's like a primitive or handmade, see, hand forged soldering iron. Maybe somebody made a still with that. They'd put that thing in the coals, get it real hot, and they'd use it to solder copper. Some old wheels. This thing, I think Joe Adams may need this. If this fits your tractor, Joe, let me know. It's a crank. So you start your tractor up, you can have it, buddy. Goes to something, crank start motor. Old set of jingle bells. They sound amazing. They're a little corroded. I think they'd polish up. They're all brass, and they have like a decoration on them. They sound great though. This is what they used to put on the sleighs. Original sleighs. So that's pretty cool. I don't know what this is. Anybody know? It's cast iron arm. Small hinges. There's a set of them. I saw they're bifold hinges. They swing at this pivot point and at this pivot point, so they're like bifolds. Pretty cool hook. Safety latch. Old door lock. Old chain handle, wooden chain handle. And then these two things, which I'm keeping, cast iron lid lifters. I'm going to clean them up, re-blow them, black them. And these are both cast. One is made arcade manufacturing, and the other one is not labeled, but it's decorative. So, for lifting up the lids of cast iron griddles, it's pretty good finds. Hope everybody had a great Christmas. We sure did. Enjoyed every bit of it. Kind of different having warm weather. It's like 40 degrees. So it hasn't been very cold, which I enjoy it. So I'm not too much to complain. Alright. Stay tuned. We got more adventures every day. Look at these things. Tammy hates them. Dried flowers in a bottle and dried flowers in a vase with this crazy cuckoo bird or something. See it? I got them because they go with all my dried flowers I have matted and framed. Because those are, I like the natural look. I like old photos. And I like things from nature. And one of my favorite pieces is this, which my son made, collected and made in 4-H. Look at that moth. So cool. So I'd like to see some more of this kind of work. I would decorate with this completely. So cool. And then, right here beside the flower is a hummingbird nest that we found that had blown out of the tree. And there's, right there's the small one. Here's my finger. You can see how small it is. Smaller than the tip of my finger. Is a hummingbird egg that has hatched. But we collected the egg out here. We have a lot of hummingbirds. And that is maybe a robin egg. I don't think it's a robin egg. It's robin's egg blue. But I don't know. It's awful small too. It's about twice the size of that hummingbird egg. So, and there's another hummingbird nest that we collected. That is blown out of the tree. So very cool. They come every year. We feed them. They love us. Alright, we just got back from Tammy's sister's. We had to drop off some stuff there from Christmas and stuff because she was in the hospital over Christmas, which is unfortunate. Didn't get any video, but we're going to try to release the Vulture today. I don't know if he's completely better or not. I'm going to put him in the woods where he can get out of harm's way if he has to. He seems to be doing pretty good. And we're just going to let him go. And then it's up to him. So I'm going to take him to a woods, get him somewhere where he can find safety if he can't fly. And we're going to hope for the best for him, aren't we, babe?
Yes.
So, it's not doing him any good out here. I can't do him any good. And I don't know how to check if he can fly and then catch him again and put him back in. So, I got one shot at this. It's been over a week. We'll see what happens. All right, here we are. See how feisty he is? Ooh. See how feisty he is? I think he'll be alright. We'll see what he does. You ready to be set free, bud? I know you are. I know you are. Let's get him up close to the woods, probably. Beautiful night. Another beautiful day in paradise. Checks in them, so thanks to everyone sending us Christmas cards and checks. We appreciate that. Always helps this time of year, so you know who you are. We thank you. We're gonna go there. I think we're gonna take the cabinet doors off and maybe sand them down. I'm not sure what all we're gonna try to do today, so but here we are. US 24. Old US 24. That ain't it.
No, it's up one.
Up here.
Right there, yeah.
So don't go off there like I did. The exit's actually a quarter mile ahead. And right up here on the left, you'll see the park I'm talking about. It's a pretty fun little park. Looks like all made of wood.
That's an obstacle course thing.
Like an obstacle course park. Charity Baptist Church, it says. This is where you turn too. And there's a lake.
College is the opposite way.
And it seems to be a limestone mill of some sort over there, or a gravel pit. Or maybe just the remains of the land where the pond is now. Here's Bud's Carhartt store, where you can buy handguns or boots at rock bottom prices. We have found Sasquatch. There he is, running on that island. He may be living in that house right there. I really like some of these houses here in Huntington. They look really old, castle-y like. See if we can find some of them. Pretty cool architectures.
Is that all green in the summer? Is their front of their house all green or in the front where those vines
Look at these old houses. Look at that tower way up there.
Oh,
Pretty.
giant reef.
Giant wreath.
Yeah.
That's right, page where they show you that they were doing like a historic mountain.
That's cool. That's a neat one.
Imagine that living there.
The style of the house.
Or there. Wow. It's a funeral home now.
It's up here on your.
Now at the Indiana Dream Center thrift. We're gonna check this out. Looks like there used to be a old penny mall. So it looks like a pretty cool building. Old building. We're gonna see what it's all about. There's some Christmas stuff displayed out here. Display window. And it says that the store is 50% off store-wide with some exclusions. They also have this neat little bed set up. Look at that. All Christmassy themed. So they must have some furniture. They have a Columbia Gene Autry horse with an Easter bonnet. There's some old clown figurines. Looking at these pins here, and I found an old carriage pin. A little Lucky Dice pin. Look at that. Roll to 7. Lots of earring backers. And all of this costume jewelry. Everywhere. For photo shoots, amazing. A gold cross. Christian heritage. I like this. A little handmade flag pin. Too many pins on the one or something. Maybe it's supposed to look wavy. I don't know. There's some really cool clothes here. Everything's 50% off for $250. Check out that one.
Well, you just come right on, honey. Not by myself, you're doing it.
I'm gonna hold it until I hear back from her.
Did you ask her? Must be one here and here. It's got a large vent blowing out. So hard, it makes all the clothes move in the wind. So apparently Steve Madden makes these cute little heels for women. Totes. Those are nice. Tennessee hat. And then they have some party decor. decorations. Bottle of ribbons. I have a couple Pampered Chef pipe shavers and a nice rotisserie oven. Something to remember along the way, the road to a friend's house is never long. And if you want to build your own clock, they have some clock dial arms, pieces that go on the clock face. And every time you walk, these plates shake, but they are very Christmassy. And it's only a 40-piece set for only $20, and today it would be $10. These are pretty cool. Neat little set there. Look at that. And all these things. Even some golf balls. And some lonely shells just waiting for a new pet fish to go in there. Really pretty pieces of glass. Looks like depression glass maybe. This depression glass piece. Got the rainbow shimmer to it. $2.75. Like these little jars with the different pieces of fruit on them. They're $1 a piece. Well, that one is. This one's $1.75. There's a corn husk doll made out of corn husks. Not just the broom, but the entire lady herself. So I ended up finding this Polaroid 103 where the case, it's got this instruction book, land camera, and the case is the camera. Still filming, I think. Original film. So I don't know how this all works, but I'm gonna try it out. See if I can't figure it out. Half price, $2.75.
Maybe.
Pretty crazy. Okay, so we're at the Goodwill store now. See what we can find. And this guy hopefully is looking for some bars leak because he's leaking all of his antifreeze. So tonight we ate from Dave's daughter made us supper. So thank you, Wendy, for making us a delicious meal. She uses her dad's recipe still, and the burgers are amazing. And she makes these thick cut fries that are just delicious, and she always serves up a nice, refreshing soda. So thank you very much. We love your old-fashioned way of cooking, and we didn't have time to make supper, so we appreciate the invite and the courtesy. Thank you, Wendy and Dave. Thank you, Dave, for teaching Wendy how to make such delicious meals. And thank you, Wendy, for providing us sustenance for today. Okay, so we're back from my son's, and just going to show you some of the things we found today. We found this Land's End jacket. Paid $2.50 for it. I think we're gonna try to give it to my daughter, but she doesn't want it. Got this little Carter's baby outfit, the moose on it. This is a Lularoe. Small American flag design. This children's place for wool, like the Murano wool inside. Shadowy gray. Size 7/8. Nice warm coat. Found this pink Hollister in small. Nice little windbreaker, kind of medium lightweight jacket. These cups right here, they're like a tumbler cup. They don't sit straight. They're for moonshine. Old smoky moonshine. See here? When they sit down, they're supposed to sit without falling. So I found those at Goodwill, 99 cents a piece. Found this at Goodwill. It says, consumed and flattened in Key West. It's got probably like a souvenir. You drink it, we'll flatten it. So somebody drank that and had it flattened, but it's now a cheese, I think it said somewhere. Yeah, Key West cheese board. So you set that out, put your cheese on it when you're drinking tequila. And then we found this at Goodwill. So these are our 3 Goodwill finds. A little tree skirt for a mini tree. And I think that was like 50 cents. And this was $2.50. And then we picked these up at maybe one of the thrift stores. I can't remember. We went to about 6 places. But these are magnetic frames. You put your picture in, and it's the #1 Colts fan, which we have a lot of Indiana Colts fans around here. Tammy thought these 2 makeup bags were pretty cool. We paid about 25 cents for. She liked these wall hangers. And she liked this wall arrow, gold arrow. And we picked up some costume jewelry because I think we found it for like 25 cents a piece on sale. This looks like a pretty old piece. This is a neat little bracelet for a girl. Some bangles, which are a neat design. They're like a, not silver, they're more of that titanium, or the darker metal chrome, like smoke chrome. And a neat design. Then Tammy found these cool little necklaces. This one's really pretty. Got that little charm up there, and then the medallion. See, there's that, and this medallion, which is really pretty. I can't get it to stay still. Then there's this one, which is all kinds of funky up in here, with a nice little bangle. And then we got this nice little dove, swallow, probably a swallow, with all these little white crystals and this little blue eye. I liked it. And when we got there, I liked it, and I picked it up, and the lady at the counter held it for me until we were done. And then when Tammy put her stuff up there, she saw it and said, "Oh, I like that." And the lady said, "Oh, some guy back there's got this. We're holding it for him." I said, "Yeah, it's me." "Oh, yeah, it is you. Oh, we got the same taste." So she liked this too. But it's like a little swallow. And I found this Polaroid there, which I showed a little clip of that earlier. It's got the instructions. Everything's here. I haven't quite figured out how it all works, but Apparently this flips up. And then this comes out somehow. Up, over, I don't know. Oh, I did something, now that don't move. Just took a picture. I gotta pull it out. So, yeah, I don't know. You gotta look at that and figure that out. I paid $2.75 for that. $2.75. 25 cents. We bought this little chicken. And then we got these VHSs, which I'm No Good, Toy Story, Snow White, Lady and the Tramp, and Jungle Book. All the first series, I guess. Masterpiece Collection, Gold Collection, and the classics, the ones that remake. And then I got these Secondhand Lions, Star Wars, The Phantom Menace, The Patriot, Planet of the Apes. And then we got some CDs. We got Will Smith, Big Willie Style. So, not a big fan of CDs, but I do have a CD player in the truck. Getting jiggy with it. Men in Black. And I found this Offspring Conspiracy of One. And I paid $1 each for these. Vultures, look at that. And we found a 2-pack. This is what I bought to listen to in the truck, which I forgot and didn't listen to it on the way home. Junior and Senior. So there's this thing in there. I don't know what this is. It says photos from Taylor. This does not go in here, I don't think. This is a little provocative. I think this went to a Taylor Swift album, not Hank Williams. So let me put this in the Hank Williams thing. Yeah, this is definitely not Hank Williams. Funny. And lastly, so yeah, maybe I can sell those on eBay. I don't know. Here is the CD we bought though. Hank Williams Sr., Hank Williams Jr., Rebound Records. They're both in one, so I can just play it and I can get a little bit of both worlds because they are both completely different. Long Gone Lonesome Blues. There's a Tear in My Beer. Mansion on the Hill. Your Cheating Heart. You Win Again. Jambalaya on the Bayou. Liga. Honky Tonk Blues. I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Hey, Good Looking. What you got cooking? Moaning the blues. And your cold, cold heart. So, that's what we found today. Here are some plaster molds my youngest son poured to paint. There's a hammerhead shark. Great white shark. Don't know what that is, shark, and its tail's broke. Couple shark teeth. And then he went ahead, had some extra, so he poured some United States molds. And there, he's got Ohio marked out, and almost like a heart. And then this is a little strip of magnet that he cuts apart and he attaches the backside, and he's got a little shark, and see, it's a pretty big shark too. Looks cool. You're gonna paint that all up, make a magnet out of it. Ah, you! Alright, so we're making some mocha lattes with some whipped cream. And I'm having a green tea frappuccino. Because I finally found more of this matcha latte mix. Woo! So good, blender dreams. So I could only get it at Starbucks. Finally found it. This is the way we drink it. Oh man, that's good. Whew. So good. And couldn't find it for a long time. Fill your cup up with some ice. Fill it up with milk. Throw it in the blender. And blend it up. Put your matcha tea in there. Blend it up again. Oh my goodness. Enjoy.